Guess what I found back in the fridge? 4-year-old yeast. California lager from White Labs. Let's see if we can make it start. I'm Dr. Hans, this is Dr. Hans Brewery, my channel about beer and homebrewing. So if you want to learn with me about beer and homebrewing and possibly even getting better at those topics, why don't you consider becoming a subscriber, hit the like button, smash the bell, and if you're just here to troll, don't forget to hit the dislike button twice on your way out. Also consider supporting on Patreon, channel member, or just buy me a beer. All links down below. 4-year-old yeast. Yeah. Why not? And this also brings us to the topic why you should hop your starter. I will link to that video down below and also to my starter video. Yeah, nice. Let's make a starter. This package of yeast is 4 years old. Why not? Let's try it. So we have a saucepan, 60 grams of DME, have some yeast nutrient, and yes, we have a few pellets of hops. I do have a video explaining the hops, if that sounds unnatural to you. Have a stir bar and 6 deciliter of water. Have some defoamer and a sanitized E-Meyer flask. Pop in the sugar, yeast nutrient, hops. I like to boil my stir bar also. This is actually just over 6 deciliter. This is of course optional, using the foamer. Boop. Might be a lot. Then I will take this inside and bring it to boil. Let it simmer for a few minutes. I might have just skipped the epic cinematic footage when I poured this through the funnel into the mason jar. So I'm so sorry about that. And the stir bar was boiled along with the wort. I ended up with just below 600 milliliters. We had some boil off. I think I started with around 650 milliliters. Now we need to cool this down to pitching temperature, because if you were to pitch your yeast now, you would kill it. My water is really cold, it's about 9 degrees Celsius, so I will start with just some water and later on I will also add an ice clamp. To speed things up, you could give it a shake now and then, or stir now and then, maybe it's better. And this water is starting to heat up, so it's time to change it out and put an ice clamp in there. Okay, sanitized. In a bag, yep. Okay, so it looks brownish. Smells like yeast. Am I screaming? Just try to get it in here. Got it all. And no need to scream, it's not a bike. So let's just put this on the stir plate and hope for success. Align the magnets and hopefully. We are spinning. The stir plate and the stir bar's job is to keep the yeast in suspension. You don't need a massive vortex like this, like a big whirlpool. So if you have an Meyer flask with a bigger volume, this is more suitable for a bigger volume, but you don't need to aim for a massive vortex. Just want to say that this small little thing does not work for a big volume like this, but this, which I built myself, is extremely powerful. So you can do a 5-liter starter on that one. This does not cut it, but it doesn't have to look like this. You just have to keep the yeast in suspension. Okay? Day 2. No Krausen. I think it looks a little bit different though. It's starting to look like milky. Is something happening? Back in the shed. Yes, same t-shirt. It's actually the same day. I'm just cheating. This is the magic of television or YouTube. So where is the starter? The starter is there, sorry. Here we have the starter. I've cold crashed it. I didn't get any like fancy Krausen, or at least I didn't see any Krausen, but we do have some sort of a dirt ring here, and there seems to be a lot of yeast in it. So I'm thinking, let's take a gravity, let's taste it. Remember, always taste your starter. Before you pitch your starter into beer, you want to taste your starter. That's your last insurance that your beer is going to come out good. So always keep some dry yeast at home, at hand, if your starter's getting bad. Always taste your starter. It's an old mantra. Remember it. Or buy the t-shirt. Links down below. Nice. Are we ready? Yes. And if the yeast is fine, I will collect it in this sanitized jar, put it into the yeast fridge, and we can try to brew with it. I have an experiment that I do want to brew with the California lager. Exciting. Are you excited? I did not think about the... Let me go and get a magnet. Damn it! Haha! The magnet from the Beer Wars video. I will decant this outside. Some more of it. Decanted. This should fit the jar. If I can get it up. 4-year-old yeast, just like me. No, I'm 44, but almost the same. Looks nasty. Smells like yeast. Looks nasty. If we start with the gravity reading, we have 10-12, so it's definitely had fermented out. The original gravity should have been somewhere like 1036, 1037, somewhere in that ballpark. Of course, I did not take original gravity for my starter, but as I'm using DME, 100 gram per liter as a ratio, you should come somewhere around that. So the final moment. Smells all right. It's really important that you do start tasting a starter, because starter doesn't really taste like beer. It will be oxidized and it will get some different flavors. Some often get like vanilla flavors. You can get like a cidery flavor. Smells quite nice. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this starter. It's not sour. It does not taste off. Some woody tones, fruity. It's not like pleasant to drink, but there's nothing off with it, which means it looks nasty, but there's also hops in this, so that's also, of course, changing up the colors. I do, though, maybe want to make a little bigger starter before going into a big batch. I have a really stupid experiment we can try with this one. So, 4-year-old yeast, success. I didn't really see any Krausen on it, so maybe we shouldn't judge all fermentation just on the Krausen. But there is a dirt ring here, so what happened? Did the Krausen go super fast? Probably not. Maybe everything just was super slow. Not sure. But it did ferment, and it did not go bad. Always take your starter. If you found this useful or helpful, consider supporting on Patreon, channel members, or just buy me a beer, all links down below. Subscribe to my channel, leave a like, and also follow on Instagram. Cheers and thanks for watching. DrHans out.